like around 15 years back. I had come to Mumbai for the purpose of articleship. So in between I was in Goa. My college days have been in Goa. So for articleship I had moved to Mumbai because there are good opportunities here. And that is the time when it all started. I categorically remember when I was auditing in a particular plant in Godrej in Vikhroli. There was one service manager who used to always catch hold of me and used to ask me, Kaushik, you are working here since a long time now and I've seen you work. The commerce is, what you are from. I want my child also to be, going into commerce. He wants to take up commerce, but he wants to have a good coach. So he always used to be behind me कि अरे कोई तो क्लास बता जो अच्छा पढ़ाएगा, तू ही सही है, तू ही मुझे सही बता सकता है कि कौन सा क्लास ज्वाइन करना चाहिए. And I was not aware of classes because I did my whole studies without actually any coaching per se, any professional coaching. And I had recently come to Mumbai, so I was not in touch with what happens in Mumbai technically. So I told him I'll tell you in a few days, but I somehow skipped. So after a week's time when we were having lunch, he caught hold of me and asked me again कि अरे कौशिक तूने बताया नहीं कि कौन सा क्लास करना चाहिए. एक काम करते हैं ना कि तू ही सिखाता क्यों नहीं है मेरे बच्चे को. You will teach really well. I'm sure तू बहुत अच्छा सिखाएगा. तो I was zapped. I said मेरे पास तो टाइम नहीं यार. I come here for audit right in the morning at 9 a.m. and I leave at 6:30, 7. When will I get time to teach? And that is how I was trying to avoid that question. But he was hell-bent. He was saying कि नहीं कौशिक तू ही सिखा. Then somehow I figured how should I get away with him. I told him that I would need at least 4 or 5 students for me to start. And I really felt he will not be able to garner so many students for me to teach. So after another week's time, he came and told me, Kaushik, I have 5 students, now you have to teach. And I remember Godrej still has those housing colonies where he used to stay. And he told me, tu jagah ka tension mat le, mere ghar pe sikha, and we will get it done. And you charge us a fee. So, money was not, kind of a motivator for me that time. But, once I have given a commitment to someone, it was important for me to teach. So, I took up that challenge. His child was in 11th standard. I taught all of them, and to my surprise, all of them really got excellent percentage and marks, especially in accounts and economics, which are my favorite subjects and which I still teach. They scored really well in 11th standard. And what after 11th? Then it has to be 12th. So then he pressurized me to, commence the 12th batch. And I started with 12th. They scored amazing mark in 12th boards. In fact, some of them went to a stage where they took up CA as a course. They also persuaded me to do foundation CA. I taught them 2 subjects, accounts and economics. They passed CA foundation, and to tell you, 2 of them are chartered accountants now. So that is where it all started. No, so it is a God's gift. भगवान ने मुझे इस प्रोफेशन में डाला है. But when I started it professionally in the sense with the brand name Ardent, which is a synonym to passion. Why I kept it Ardent is because teaching is not something which is a money-making business for me. I don't treat it as a business at all. I always tell my students, I am your teacher first. So it's not important for me कि मेरा सारा batch भर जाए. It's not important. Still not important for me. What is very important for me that the child should get all the attention, that is required at that particular age. Many of my friends also told me, अरे तू CA के क्लासेस क्यों नहीं लेता, सिर्फ CA पे फोकस क्यों नहीं करता, उसमें तो बहुत सारा पैसा है, 11th 12th में क्या ही पैसा है. So I told them the same thing कि see, 11th 12th is where the foundation of the students are, is getting built. It's like a clean slate. It's like kindergarten. I call it kindergarten of commerce. It's first year of commerce, right? Nobody has seen commerce subjects. In fact, do you even remember knowing any commerce subject till 10th? At least I don't remember. I took up 11th and 12th because it's a clean slate and I'm going to draw my drawing, my memory, the way I want to mold that child. And just to tell you, we have transformed almost 2,000 lives today. Started with a very small, modest opening of 2 students from my home after, this Godrej ka episode which I told you. And today, fortunately, we have around 200 students coming to my class every year. And as I said, we have groomed almost 2,000 students and many chartered accountants also. So it's been a fulfilling journey till now. And the whole motive of doing this is getting the concepts right for the students. That is the whole idea behind me doing this profession. But there are a lot of classes where they are making students exam ready. I mean, that's fair enough. You should make students exam ready so that they score really well. But what is really important is that the child has to be industry ready when he goes and faces the outside world. That is not happening. I see graduates coming to me when I ask them a simple concept. What is an accrual concept? Why capital is recorded on liability side? The usual answers is that because that is what teacher taught us. This is not the way you study commerce. Commerce versus science. Commerce is look up to a little down. Now the scenario has changed. There are a lot of opportunities when you do something in commerce. You can be a chartered accountant, company secretary, a BBA. You can also do BAF, then you can do MBA, law. There are a lot of opportunities in commerce. And all these professionals are extremely good in their concepts. So, a child's success in the industry is completely dependent on how his concepts are being built up. And that is where I come in. I want to completely focus on child's concepts. And that is the reason why I'm into this passionately. पैसा ही कमाना होता तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं मुझे करने के लिए. Fortunately, by God's grace, I have some skills with which I could have made money. But that is not the whole motive. Even if I'm doing it today, I would still be teaching. अभी भी काफ़ी सारे लोग मुझे आके बोलते हैं, अरे तू तो सिर्फ मैनेज करना चाहिए. You should have band of teachers who are teaching and you should just sit on that in a cabin, and that is not the life I want to live. I want to be among students. I want to be with them. I want to help them. There are many a times it happens during exams and lot of students are privy to this. They call me even at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They send me doubts. If I'm free, I'm not into something else, I immediately reply to them, clear their doubts. This is what a student requires, and this is what I'm trying to give them.